those smack-talking guys, full of opinions on games, music, culture, and current events. These guys cover it all while humiliating each other. This is Generation Flip. Don't forget, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And now, crapping it up, here's your hosts.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by our Generation Flip studio. I want to thank all you guys for subscribing. We just hit about 111 subscribers. Thank you for that. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, hit that notification to let you know when we jump on or when we upload. But anyways, thanks for the likes. Hit the comments when you can. My boy Big Brown, welcome, Mr. Big Brown. What up?
What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Hey, I just wanted to say happy holidays to everybody. They're coming up. We may be taking a little bit of a break depending on how things roll, but we're going to get it going. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it 100%. Right. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I want to keep 100 is a special guest. He does Hidden Pioneers. They do hidden garages. They have a transportation technology summit coming up in February of 2022. He's doing many things. And without further ado, Mr. Bill Montgomery, glad to have you on our show, buddy. Bring him out.
Take it away, Bill Montgomery, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Bill, I want to talk about firstly, almost the. You have the Hidden Pioneers, you have Hidden Garages coming up. Let's talk a little bit about Hidden Garages.
Well, Hidden Garages is something that actually me and my partner Ronnie Allen Rippey came up with. Is basically it's a concept that really hasn't been done where you have your Pimp My Rides and you have your famous lifestyles and stuff like that, but we really haven't had a show where people get to go into the hidden garages, and it's again, everything that we do is focused on the youth and the high school students. So this can give the high school students a look at some of these garages that they may not, be able to go to. And we're just going to bring it to them like we do everything else. So that's the concept of hidden garages. And we've already have quite a few garages lined up, ready to go. So we're hoping that some can get going after our Global Diversity Summit. So we're real happy with the name. Obviously follows Hidden Pioneers, Hidden Garages, and we think it's going to be a pretty good hit. So that's what's up with Hidden Garages. We're excited.
Yeah, I'll tell you, one of the things that excites me about that show is I know, a lot of people probably don't know is that there's a lot of hidden garages, man. That, you see these junk finder guys where they'll come out and they'll find these old classic Cobra Mustangs under dirty tarps. And then I always thought, in my mind, I always thought, you know what? I know some cats got some nice garages where the floors are all epoxied out or they're checker floor. You walk in, there's neon lights everywhere, right? And you got your Mac tools lined up, everything nice and neat. I know there's a ton of those cats. I'm a Harley enthusiast, so I know guys that have that. But my thought was always, man, I know there's a lot of those out there. So I'm glad you guys are doing something like that because they're going to bring out a lot of nice cars, and I can't wait to see that show. And then, like you said, you guys do a lot with the kids, and that'll inspire them, start using their hands instead, and start thinking about a lot of different things. I mean, that's one of the things that I learned as a kid. My dad used to tell me how to, change carburetors. My dad used to teach me how to change tires. Man, I did so many different things with my hands, and I think that's why I'm in the contractor business, because I love working with my hands. And in this new generation, it's kind of petered out, man. It's kind of a technology, which is nothing wrong with it. But I think a combination of the two, what you guys are doing, and I think that's your philosophy, is getting people involved in how to tear things down and put them back together. And at the same time, bring in the technology. Because I'll tell you what, my wife has a Mercedes-Benz, and when I pop that hood, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. The technology's in that thing, So I'm excited for this new show to come out and get it out there for the kids. So that's great to hear that coming out.
And you talk about some names, Brian and Tanya Inglis. These are two couples out in the high desert area that have a business very successful. I mean, they're doing so many uh, police officers, city officials, vehicles, restoration. I mean, they have a shop. They're 8 months backlogged because they don't have the
Wow.
qualified technicians that they need. See, so
Wow.
it's the hidden garages is we're trying to inspire the youth, okay, and you have to take the history because in order to do something forward, you got to kind of go back to understand it, which is missing these days because
Right.
we in America we like to, instead of point A to point B, we like to go to point G and F and Y. We kind of forget about point A and point B first. So, other names, we're hoping to get names like Jay Leno. I'm sure people know. I've been to Jay's shop, his garage, plenty of times. We're gonna talk to him, and hopefully he can be a host. We want to talk to Dr. Dre. He's big into cars. A lot of these, professional athletes and entrepreneurs and business people are, are into garages and into cars.
Yep.
So they actually have garages that are unseen. That Mayweather, for example, all these rich guys, they usually get a lot of money. They might not even get a house first. They usually get the cars first.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know one guy that I just saw on a TV show that he has his own show out now. Is I enjoy the guy. I think he's a hardworking kid. He does Wiling Out. Nick
Yeah.
Cannon. Nick Cannon has a little car dealership.
Hmm.
And I think in Santa Monica, where he has nothing but classic and sports cars that he buys, fixes up, and he turns around and sells them. So I'm sure he would be a great guy to maybe possibly get on your show. I know Nick Cannon. I know what's the other guy? Tim Allen. I
Yep.
think he has a
Yep.
nice garage. Tim
Yep.
Allen. So there's a good handful of guys that would probably love to have the opportunity to, let people get a peek into their garage a little bit, to see that. So
So that actually leads up to my next question. With the technology and STEM programs, you're out there trying to promote these STEM or STEAM programs, if you want to call it that. And basically, they're just to help high school kids educate them in automotive technology.
This is one of the things where I really want to kind of, make it clear, and thank you for having me on so I can have a voice to kind of, talk to everybody. The automotive, that word is kind of the old word, if you will. It's like rotary phones. I mean,
Right.
it's kind of not coming back. So the automotive, what I'm trying to change is the culture and the image, because the automotive really it's a niche. If you just say automotive, we really ought to say what we've changed with the language of the hidden pioneers. It's transportation. So it's planes, trains, automobiles, rovers, drones, rockets, ships, boats. So
Right.
now you have that word. If everybody was to start saying it, or even if 50%, then you're going to start getting more people to understand that it's not just automotive.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then we also, we're putting the word technology, okay, because it's really transportation and technology. But actually, guys, it really is transportation technology. But the reason why we say "and" because we haven't caught up yet, so you have to like give it either one or the other. And then if one person starts talking about the transportation, we can talk about that. And then the people that don't know that much about transportation, they're more of a techie, then we can
Right.
talk about that. But really, transportation technology is what it's all about.
Yeah. And one of the things that always blew me away um, was the design of the engine, the combustion chambers. I mean, I don't know, it sounds funny, but when I was younger, I always thought, how in the world did somebody ever think about building an engine? the tech, the concept and what goes into it, from the pistons firing, from getting ignition from the sparks, from the spark plugs, to the whole piston to generating horsepower. I'll tell you what, man, there were some creative minds back in those days, and I know there's a lot of creative minds today. And that's where we need hidden pioneers. That's why we need hidden pioneers to help rejuvenate that. Because if you really think of the technology, and they said, Dave, I need you to build a motor that can give me 250 horsepower and then get me 500 pounds of torque. I would throw my hands up and say, I'm not your guy. You know what I mean? So if you think back of Henry Ford and the engineers and the designing of those motors, unbelievable.
This is where we need to really have these classes in our high schools, and one of my dreams, is that one day that all the boys and girls will be able to take a transportation and technology lab class in high school.
Yeah.
So every single high school, starting with the freshman, junior, sophomore, senior, should be able to take a transportation technology lab class to be able to learn how to work on robotics, build rockets, batteries, all the stuff that we're doing today.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays cars are so smart. You just got to plug a computer into it, and the car it'll tell you what's going wrong with it. It'll tell you what piston's not firing. It'll tell you cylinder number 6 ain't pumping. It'll tell you everything, and that to me that alone is mind-boggling. To where you can just plug something into a car. The car's got its own brain, and it spits out what the issues are. Fantastic idea, whoever came up with that.
I remember growing up in high school where they had all those different programs. They had, workshops. They had, from parenting classes to cook classes to wood class, art class. You know what I mean? So they had all these stuff back in high school. I think they pulled most of them out of most schools. Most educational schools have pulled that out of the program. And I don't know if it's because of funding or education's gone a long way. It's gone through a lot of movements, a lot of changes as well. You had the teachers strike. You got all this stuff, going on. So I really hope, Bill, that my prayers are out to you, man, and I hope you get the support. I hope we can provide the support out there for you guys out there watching this. This is what we need in classrooms. This is what we need. We need this automotive technology STEM program in classes. They could learn this stuff. It's very educational. It really is. We got to give it a shot.
And we want to be a part of it. Whatever we can do to promote, whatever we can do to put information out there, or if people come to us and say, hey, I want to do more, or I want to donate time, or maybe even write a check to help support the hidden pioneers, or whatever it is, we definitely want to be a part of that. We want to be able to encourage it. We're definitely believers of it. We know that it's an important need. So whatever we can do between now and in the future, we'd love to be a part of it and to help out. I'm a firm believer of giving back to the community, giving back to kids, giving them the insight and what's needed, because the STEM programs are so important. They really, really are. We need that new generation to come up and put their foot forward and help redesign our planet, our world, our earth, our transportation needs, because that's what it's going to be moving to. I saw a thing on TV where I think Chevy is going to be a complete 100% all electric by 2024. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a mandate that the president has put out that actually, all the vehicles in 2024, and they have some great incentives to be able to help with the manufacturers, and there's a big push. We're in a really good position right now because the administration's talking about it, and they're actually starting to do stuff about it, and it's just a matter of time before it gets into the high schools again. And
right.
When you talked about ways to support, we're looking for more partners and sponsors and donors. You can go to hiddenpioneers.com. There's a landing page, and on that landing page there's a donate button to where you can go in there, and it takes you to a place where it tells you who we are, Prime Motivation is the 501c3 nonprofit. You get a tax donation on there, and we're going to do the Global Diversity Summit for Transportation Technology in February, and we have a goal to be able to raise a certain amount of money so that we can take our tour to go to the high schools and motivate our students and connect the dots, if you will, so that there's community colleges and all the partners. That's right around the corner in 3 months. So this is a great timing right now. We don't have to wait around. That's also going to help us launch the hidden garages that we talked about earlier. And I know we're going to have you guys support us because we've been playing phone tag, computer tag, just to get this thing going. But the Lord has a way to make things happen. So I'm so confident that he's putting this thing together the way that he planned it, because I've been meeting great people like organizations like yourself, me and Rodney. We've been on the grind. Mad Mike, I'm not sure if you guys know the name Mad Mike.
Saw some videos of him. YouTube videos
from Pimp My Ride. Hey, Mike, what's going on? He's actually at the LA Auto Show this week, doing some things with Galpin Auto Sports. So we've touched a lot of people recently within the last year on this, and it's really starting to. I think this year in 2022 is going to be the big hit where we get back in demand.
Good.
It's all about being in demand. That way, the phone is ringing. You're not necessarily calling out, but people are calling you to get involved. So thank you for this plug, and
no worries.
Let's keep it rolling.
And that's February 24th through the 26th.
Correct.
2022. It's going to be the virtual global tour you guys are going to put out for the Transportation and Tech Summit.
Yes.
Don't miss it, people. We're going to put the page up. We're going to let you know where you can jump online and take a look at it. We're also going to put up the page on Hidden Pioneers. If you guys care to make a good donation, we'd love to have that come through. Anything we can do, Bill, we're here for you, bud. If you need us to do anything, plug it the week prior or whatever, don't hesitate. Come back, hit us up. We'd love to. And I'm not stopping our show. I'm just wanting to make sure we extend that out to you guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Definitely, I can't wait for that hidden garage to come out. We'll take a sneak peek of that. I got a little trailer. I'll throw that in the mix. You guys check that out.
Hey everyone, here you go. This is CSI Bill coming at you, and beautiful. I can't tell you where, but you know what? Randy's Hot Rod Garage is right here, and the show is going to be called Hidden Garages. Okay, and boy, do we have a treat for you. We have Mad Mike, we got Hot Rod Holly, we got Rodney Allen Rippey, and boy, it's going to be a great show. All you high school students, get ready. It's coming at you. I can't wait. Hidden Garages.
Thanks so much for stopping by, Bill. I really appreciate it. I hope to have you guys come back on the show and discuss more about Bill Montgomery's foreseen future. So,
no doubt.
No doubt. So thanks a lot for coming out. Big Brown, Bill Montgomery,
CSI
Generation Flip Studio. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you in the next one.